So, guys, there is money at stake. And the gentleman says he has a plan of how he wants to use the money. He is the husband, and he wants to loan his wife's body to be used as an incubator. And the lady is not too sure. Hey, Michael.
Hi,
My favorite boy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How
Wonderful.
Are you too?
I'm wonderful. Go ahead.
Okay, Miss Nancy, I have a contribution to make. But before my contribution, I want to use the opportunity to talk a little bit about the surrogacy thing. Maybe somebody out there doesn't know anything about it or has a little idea. So when it comes to surrogacy, we have two types,
Okay.
which is the gestational and the traditional. The gestational one is where the carrier or the surrogates is not genetically related to the child.
Okay.
So in this case, they only carry the baby. And at least one of the intended parents is genetically related to the child.
The baby.
Yeah. But when it comes to the traditional one, that one is the surrogate who is fully responsible for that. And that one, many countries have had issues at the end of the day when the surrogacy is being done as compared to the gestational one. So what I can tell the man is, don't just be enticed or be happy about the amounts given to you. Sit with your brother and discuss deep into the surrogacy to know the kind of surrogacy that he wants you to offer to him. So that at the end of the day, you and your wife don't get locked up in the game.
Thank you. Thank you very much. When it comes to medical issues, he's always having one information or the other. Yes, my dear.
Good evening, Miss Nancy.
Good evening, Chef.
You are looking great.
Thank you.
So, to me, when it comes to money, I mean, I don't joke. I don't joke with money, and we are talking about some dollars here.
Yes.
$75,000. Dollars.
It's a huge amount.
Thankfully, we are not playing.
By God's grace and the grace of JM, the dollar keeps going down in Ghana, right? So it isn't so much anyway. Now,
yeah, but we will still take it.
You will still take the money.
In fact, I can even balance him some $25,000
and still take it.
And still keep the 50.
Wow.
Yes.
Because it comes at no cost to you. Do you know what a woman goes through when she is pregnant? Do you know that a period of carrying a baby is a period of risking her own life? Because through delivery, she can lose her life and that of the child, or herself only, and the child would survive. Have you thought about it? Risking your wife, the wife of your youth.
Yes, please, I have. So,
and you will still take the money?
I will, because this is a point whereby we are holding on giving birth because of financial, issue. You get it?
Yeah.
We are holding on all based on financial.
You are not financially sound.
Yes. And now my elder brother is providing me this amount of money. And we have a tree where they said, Adu fear oje. At the end of the day, we still have that same human creature in the family. Not in our house, but still in the family.
Well, at least you added the family bit of helping your brother to it beyond the money, and that makes some bit of... yes. Thank you. Thank you. And you?
Miss Nancy.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't know what we are doing. It's not all about money. Money is good. But Miss Nancy, good name and integrity. You have good name to protect integrity. Let me say, good name is better than riches.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't just consider the money aspect. How much is it coming to me? So I should do anything I can. This woman in question also have a family.
Yeah.
You went to her family, then, you brought her to you. So are you also considering what the family is going to say? That you are giving their daughter to your brother to do this? Miss Nancy, this is, it's a whole lot of issues.
So for you, the woman should not agree?
She shouldn't do it, because even as she's saying, emotionally, mentally, she's not ready.
All right. Do people even care about the emotional state, mental state people are in before they do things? Or people just do things for doing sake? Now, tonight on this very interesting confession, I would have a gynecologist, of course, a medical doctor, somebody who would explain to us what the whole surrogacy is about. And he is Dr. Faisal. Dr. Faisal, ladies and gentlemen, let's make him comfortable. Show him love, show him love. Hello, Doc. Please have a seat. Thank you. And of course, I have a counselor, a pastor, Pastor Henry Blessing. He joins us tonight for this great episode. Hey, Osafo, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
You're wearing blue and white. Are you going for the baby christening? It must be a boy.
You're looking so beautiful, Miss Nancy.
Thank you, sir. Doc, how are you doing?
I'm fine, doing
Your
great.
first time on Confessions.
Yes.
It's wonderful to have you. So Dr. Faisal is here. And Doc, you need to, tell us about this whole surrogacy thing. What is it?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. I must say a very good evening to our viewers out there and also commend you for this topic. Yeah, it's a very sensitive topic.
It is.
And it's something that we have to all embrace rather than playing ostriches. Yeah, before I moved on, I also like to say you're looking very great over here. I like the outfit. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to be here. So when it comes to surrogacy, it ties into childbirth, making children. And we all know the purpose of creation, primarily, is to make children.
Of course.
Okay, yeah. The marriage itself, yeah. We marry so that I want to make children and to keep mankind going on. Yeah. And then more so in our environment, once you get married, people start looking at you in a certain way. You may have your own plans. Maybe you think, okay, you're not prepared, as stated in this story.
Yeah.
But even whether there are challenges or not, after a few months, 1, 2, 3 years, your mother-in-law start looking at you and you understand what's happening. So there's a lot of pressure on you. But it's not surprising because the birth of a new child brings joy to the family.
Absolutely.
They're adorable to hang around. And often I tell myself, what's the essence of you making so much money, having a whole big mansion, very beautiful place, and you don't have children running around?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So people get there, they still need. That said, we always want to be ready before we make children.
Yes.
Okay. Surrogacy, normally we don't talk about it. It only comes in when there is a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the layman's term, and to explain this simply, surrogacy is a form of arrangement where we have a surrogate mother or she coming to carry a child.
Okay.
And we often have basically two forms. Okay, the traditional one, where the mother has a genetic connection to the child. What that means, you're likely to bring on board a young lady who was very fertile lady with good eggs,
Okay.
not so old. And then in this case, we do what we call insemination. So you fetch the man's sperm, and you treat the sperm. Okay, after treating the sperm, and you give the woman a form of injections. Okay, you study the menstrual cycle.
Of the woman.
Okay, so you give some injections so that when it gets to ovulation is the release of the egg. Injection that will enhance formation of very healthy eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, and probably even increase the quality of eggs. And in addition to adding the number of eggs, so you get 1 or 2 eggs, which are very
Quality
fertile.
and
The quality,
multiple.
the number, just to boost your chance of getting pregnant.
Pregnant higher.
And around that time of ovulation, she might be allowed to ovulate naturally, monitoring a few parameters, or even give injection to allow the ovulation, which is the release of the egg,
Yes.
which then goes into the tube, okay, called the fallopian tube. And then we have the sperm now poured in, inseminated artificially
Yes.
through a tube
Okay.
around the uterus where they swim to where the egg is to fertilize. So this is what we call the traditional form of surrogacy.
Okay.
That said, we have another form called the gestational. Gestational is only a medical term that means pregnancy. Anything surrounding pregnancy is gestational. Okay.
Yes.
So in this form of gestational one, what we have is a woman who is not connected to the egg,
Yes.
the gametes, be it the egg
Yeah.
or the sperm. So it's like renting your womb, so to say.
Yes.
Okay, you don't have any genetic attachment to that baby.
Yes.
There's no link.
Yeah.
So if probably say I'm with my wife and I'm having issue making children, it could be that there's an issue or no gender issues. There are women there now, people are very conscious of how they look.
Yeah.
The breast shouldn't fall, they shouldn't get pregnant, the body shouldn't wrinkle. So in this sophisticated world we live in, beyond medical reasons, there are reasons people may be going for surrogacy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to medical reasons too, there are people that are born. You see them, they don't even menstruate. You investigate further only to realize one, they don't even have wombs. And this from birth. Others too may have had issues, may have had womb in the past, but because of certain issues, fibroids and all that.
So there are women without wombs?
There are women without wombs.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not so common, but there are genetic conditions that come with that.
Wow.
Okay. And they are there. Yeah. So the same way too, there are people who had wombs, but for one reason or the other, the womb has been taken out through hysterectomy. Okay. Maybe fibroid or something, or develop some cancer, so you have to take it off before it spreads.
Yeah.
So these are also there. That said, there are people with even womb, with other medical conditions such as endometriosis, where we have, for lack of a better word also, an abnormal part of the body menstruating. So you have blood collection. So you feel so much pain around that time when you are probably menstruating. And the menstrual blood is not coming out, so it's piling up there. It could be a part of the uterus or other places where it's not supposed to be. And this can also affect your chance of conception. And in this modern world, our culture and society is not so receptive, but let's face it squarely. We have the LGBT society too. They may have man married to man, they want to make children, there's no womb. So there may be a need for surrogacy.
They would want to use this process.
Woman also married to woman, but both women may be having issues carrying. So there may be a need for surrogacy to come in. Yeah, so in such cases where maybe a couple, the man's sperm and the woman's egg, that you have to probably do your own either procedure and then get them fused in the tube through the in vitro fertilization, IVF. But after that, you need to transport this gamete, this baby embryo formed into the woman's womb.
That is where the renting happens.
That's where the
so
renting
everything is formed, and we come rent your body and keep it.
Keep it in your body.
Wow.
Yeah, but it has a lot of issues when it comes to emotional, probably even medically.
Emotional, I mean.
Legally. Emotionally, as a woman, you should be prepared psychologically for pregnancy.
Okay.
So a lot of women will get pregnant and want to abort the child, not because
in our part of the world, we just get pregnant too. We don't prepare.
Yeah, we
get pregnant and we give birth.
Yes, but now with our lady getting more sophisticated, getting more educated, and more aware of themselves.
Yeah.
There are women who are very fertile, but she's 25, 30, still makes, so let me finish this law school.
Yes.
Let me add this master's.
Yes.
Very fine job. She's not real, she might not even need a man. The man is only there to complement. She needs to this. Once I start making children, so there are certain workplaces you find yourself to that your bosses, they are so self-centered. And you know, once you get pregnant, you may lose certain opportunities.
Yeah.
And these are real things. So at times, we are made to take certain decisions. So we shouldn't be so quick to judge. Yeah. They may have their own reason why. It may sound funny to you, but it's a big deal to them. They need to secure certain things before. But the child coming comes at an extra cost.
Yeah.
Even getting pregnant, what you go through, on a normal day, you may start vomiting excessively.
All right.
Maybe spitting a lot of things. Yeah. So getting prepared for pregnancy is very important.
Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. Now, you go to churches, the prophetic, the charismatic, Pentecostals, and even the Orthodox. And everybody is going to the pastor, the father, the priest to pray for them, either to get married or to have children. Majority of these challenges that women take to prayer meetings and camps has got to do with marriage and children. And as a preacher man and as a pastor, have you ever suggested surrogacy or these kind of unconventional ways of bearing children to some of your members?
Thank you, Miss Nancy. Thank you to your viewers, and but I've not, to be honest, but I've suggested about adopting.
Okay.
Adopting, because surrogacy, it comes with a lot. Because when I was backstage, I heard one of the guys talking about the money.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? And when you listen to the confession, talking about...
It's quite expensive, Doc, isn't it?
Right.
It's very expensive.
In Ghana, how much are we looking at?
In Ghana, there are even agencies. The IVF alone is expensive.
Okay.
And when you are going for the surrogacy, you normally have to get a surrogate mother, the one who's going to carry.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of agencies who deal in this.
Yeah.
And it's not so well regulated, so a lot of exploitation in there. They are now, I think the last parliament, there was a bill supposed to control these things, but I think about 30,000 depending. But they come in, they may take this money, and then only a little money may go to the mother.
The mother.
Okay. They are likely to even
Thank
Get
you.
some costs.
About
Yeah.
300,000 in Ghana if you want to go into surrogacy.
If you
I'll
want
pass
to
it back
go
to
to
you.
that.
Sorry for that interruption.
No, it's fine. So the money, he was thinking about the money.
Yes.
But to get pregnant, it's not a small thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've never advised, because you're going to go through IVF.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go through depression, like as a doc was saying.
Their mental health.
Yeah, mental. Some people even get pregnant after that, lose their legs. They can't even walk right. And mind you, you are pregnant for someone, you have your own family too. But the law of Ghana, when it comes to surrogacy, it's from 25, which doctors have it's from 25 to 32.
Okay.
And through the confession,
Yeah.
you have to have a child. But
Before you
before,
can be a surrogate for someone.
you
I didn't know that.
you have, I stand for correction from doctor.
Okay.
You need to have the child, and the child have to be alive.
Okay.
You have to carry a child.
Child, full term.
Because carrying a baby comes with a lot of things. It comes with so many. You can even, like as you said before, you can even carry a baby and lose your life.
Of course.
But listen to what the gentleman was saying, and there is marriage bonds too. As a wife, you are under your in the Christian term, you are under your husband, and your husband is under God. So looking at only the money aspect will not help,
Yeah.
because now she has a family to deal with, she has the other family to deal with, she has the husband to deal with, you know, and it's a whole lot of things going on at the same time, at the same moment. You see, so, Miss Nancy, to answer your question, I've not suggested that, because it's
To
a whole...
anyone, you think
it's
it's
a whole trauma. And this lady in question has not had the baby yet in the confession.
Yes. Yes. She hasn't
So
had a baby, so you feel it's not right to put her through that for the first time for someone else.
Because I know the law, I stand for correction through doctor, that the law, you have to have a daughter or son. You have to have a child.
A child. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Doc, can you take the whole of Ghana? This is TV3. It's a big network. Ghana watches TV3. Let the men and women know, you being a professional, what a woman goes through within the period of being pregnant. Thankfully, I'm a mother, and I went through it. And I remember that I wasn't having morning sickness. Mine was quite interesting. It was rather evening sickness.
Wow.
After work, when I get home, I have to just walk straight to my bathroom and wait, because everything I had eaten during the day would have to come out before I go to sleep.
Wow.
That was what my experience was about. And you need to let people know that it's not, most people take pregnancy lightly. Most men think if you are pregnant, you are not sick. Can you tell them what a woman's body goes through? Her whole self goes through within a period of 9 months of making a baby.
Okay. So what happens is during pregnancy, okay, it's not a diseased state, okay, but we have what others may term as an abnormal physiology, okay, because there's changes in the body.
Okay.
Yeah, physiology got to do with how the body works, blood supply, and all that. So to start with, even the blood supply, there's supposed to be a bigger percentage than usual.
Yeah.
Of the blood that comes from the heart, pumped from the heart, we have to go to the uterus because there's a baby there.
Okay.
Private other places. The percentage to the liver, kidneys, other major organs may also be changes. That said, also a lot of hormonal changes, okay, which reflects in the changes in the body as well. So as you start getting pregnant, at a point in time, your breast may start becoming big.
So first of all, the heart is working over time.
It's not necessarily working over time, but it's supposing a certain percentage of the brain, of the blood that comes from, that's what we call cardiac output.
Yeah.
When the heart pumps, with each pump,
Yes.
it pumps a quantity of blood. There's
Okay.
a percentage that should go to the brain.
Okay.
A percentage that will go into the heart itself to allow the heart to work.
Right.
A percentage that go to the kidney.
Okay.
A percentage that go to the uterus. That's the reproductive organs.
The baby.
During pregnancy, more than usual goes to the reproductive organ because there's
Okay.
a baby there.
Okay.
There's more function over there.
Okay. Now
The
I get
same
that.
way, even your breathing affects
Yes.
the parameters with breathing and everything, the lungs. also there are also changes. The way your kidney works, everything changes. Your body, you may start putting on weight. You may not be so happy with that. Changes in your breast, changes in your weight, and all that. That said, the normal experiences that we see, okay, once you conceive, it's not about that experiences. You may vomit excessively. Excessive vomiting has its own problems. Sitting in public, you may become very weak. You may even get confused. It might even affect your thought process and everything, vomiting. Comes with risks of ulcer, a lot of things. If you are not bleeding, it's vomiting excessive, you stand a chance of bleeding in pregnancy, which may be early bleeding in pregnancy, which may be associated with your risk of even aborting a baby. Abortion means miscarrying. That's a medical thing. So you may bleed. If you are not fortunate enough, you may go into a lot of pains, a lot of things that you even yearn for, which is not supposed to be done the normal day, on a normal day. As time goes on, you're also exposed to the risk of developing certain medical conditions in pregnancy. They come with in pregnancy. You may develop hypertension in pregnancy.
Wow.
You may or may not be hypertensive. No risks also. The fact that you're pregnant alone, the risk may become. You may even develop diabetes in pregnancy. Okay. And then as time goes on, gets to a time when the placenta, the connection between yourself and the baby, okay, has to also advance and go a little up. It may stay at the lower part of the uterus. So it comes to a huge risk of bleeding. It's not everybody who experiences this. Yeah. You may have preterm contractions, preterm
all
labor.
Of that. So bottom line, being pregnant is a big deal.
Not only medically or physically, even mentally. A lot of people go through depression.
During pregnancy.
During the pregnancy and even after delivery.
No, listen, look at my nose. It's a very major nose. Imagine me being pregnant and was 3 times the size. When I see my face in the mirror, I get depressed.
You don't want to go out?
You don't want to go out. So the physical changes alone can get a woman who is, very vain. Even if you're not vain, it would affect you some way, somehow. So if you are vain, it's double the pressure. So being pregnant is not easy at all.
And Miss Nancy, some of our men, not all of our men, don't understand even the trimesters
that a woman's pregnancy goes through.
So there's also another whole challenge. They don't understand the emotions, as Doc was saying. They don't understand the behaviors, the throw up. They don't understand that, she would just be upset for nothing.
Nothing.
And it brings a whole chaos on
I loved for my feet to be rubbed. I loved it became a fetish. Like every evening I need my feet to be rubbed.
And Miss Nancy,
to feel good.
Just imagine, especially in Ghana, just imagine that the doctor will tell you the next 8 weeks your husband should not touch you.
Yes.
Because this child they really want the child.
Yeah.
So just imagine that you're a woman, you want to carry a baby, you have your husband, you want to touch, thinking about money and all these things. So
and you have to abstain from sex because you are surrogating for someone else. So this is Confessions on TV3. We are talking about surrogacy today because a young man says that he needs the money and his wife should agree to be a surrogate for his brother and wife. We just commenced the conversation. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Confessions. Tonight with me talking about surrogacy is Dr. Faisal and, of course, Pastor Henry Blessing. And we're talking about what exactly a woman goes through when she is pregnant. They say that the two shall become one. And so this gentleman in question is asking, demanding that his wife take the money, not his wife alone. He and her take the money to make their lives better, and she only has to carry it. Does he have any control about what his wife puts into her body? Like, can he demand that of her?
No.
Okay.
On medical reasons, maybe when it comes to what the Bible or the Quran says, you will handle that part. But medically, you are once she's of age, okay, nobody is supposed to take decision for her. There's something we call consent. Consent is everything in medical.
Yes.
If you are even having headache or something as simple as headache, or be it you are early pregnant or probably had fibroid or any medical condition, I may be your husband, but if you don't want me to know, the doctor is under no
obligation to inform
me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So confidentiality is very important. So
Very.
you have to, even when you are sick and terminally ill and need certain interventions to save your life, and
You say
in
no?
some jurisdiction, if you say no, the doctor has no right to intervene. Let alone when it comes to childbirth, you want to carry something optional, something not so emergent, something you can think through and you are not ready for. Your husband cannot force you.
Your husband cannot force you,
Maybe
and your
certain
husband
cultures, but
should
your
not force
husband
you.
It's solely your decision. Yeah. So if you are not ready, and then you don't wish to undergo any medical intervention for any reason, your husband cannot, medically, your husband cannot force you to undergo surrogacy.
Thank you very much, Doc. Osofo, you know how typical African Ghanaian men are. I am the head of this family. The Bible says I'm the leader and you would have to submit to me. And I'm telling you that the family is under crisis and we need this money and you need to offer your body. Some women are doing things out of the world just to please their men, quote unquote, because they are Christian women and they have to submit.
I mean, I'm going back on the confession. The reason is they took time off to make money.
Yes.
So the husband is thinking that, there's an opportunity to make the money that they want to get a better life.
An opportunity that comes at no cost to him.
Right. He's looking at opportunity, but not the wife's health and what especially in this part of the world where people go through when people even lose their life.
Of course.
So he's just centered. But to me, the money is even small. Yeah. The money is...
You're a rich pastor home.
Amen. I receive it.
75,000 USD, you say small?
Yeah,
it's a miracle for some of us here, isn't it?
Yeah, but you see, that's why we have illiterate and illiterate. You know? When you have advanced knowledge and you understand what you're going through, even in the state, some states don't go by. It's not.
So what you meant is that 75,000 USD is not worth her life.
It's not worth her life at all.
That you are right.
Yeah, at all.
We all agree.
It's not.
So for a woman, it could be surrogacy. It could be something else. A woman whose husband is asking her to do something. There are men that are even pimping their wives.
That's true.
They are getting their wives to do things untoward just so they will be comfortable.
So what you said is very true. Like in some part of Germany, some men, when jobs are difficult and stuff like that, the men stays home and their wives goes to prostitution and stuff. Now, mind you, at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, this man probably the chances that he will leave you is very high. Very high. Now, after this pregnancy and everything, your body can even change.
Oh, yes.
And some men don't like a chubby woman. Your body can change. Like Miss Nancy said, your nose was 3 times.
3 times the size. Can you imagine? Doc, when I gave birth and I went to the hospital after 1 month, the nurses couldn't recognize me.
It's very normal.
Hey!
It happens all the time.
It does.
Yeah.
You guys are saying things so.
It happens all the time.
So, I mean, doctor is saying that the gentleman cannot force it on the woman, and you are saying, so for a woman going through this, for some reason, unfortunately, we don't listen even to our elders anymore. We listen to pastors. So thankfully, you are on this platform. Tell the woman whose husband is making her do things that she doesn't want to do. What is she supposed to do?
It's very sad because, you see, there are always 2 sides to a story. I don't know what decision the husband is taking that's making him not to even look at his wife's health. Because being physical are in a tough. And I don't know what kind of difficulty, because there are seasons in life that is clouding his judgment and his brain, for him not to understand that this can be a win or lose, not a win-win situation.
Yes.
After this 9 months, my marriage can be done or not. So to the man, he should really think deep into this situation. To the lady, he needs a counselor. And if I'm being bold to tell the lady, she shouldn't do it at all.
This is Confessions on TV3. We'll be right back. Don't go away. You are welcome back to Confessions on TV3. Tonight, I have Dr. Faisal. He's a gynecologist. And I have with me Pastor Henry Blessing. And we're talking about a confession about a gentleman who is forcing his wife to be a surrogate for his brother. All right, guys? You have something to say, my lady?
Yes, please, Miss Nancy. Please, good evening.
Hello.
Miss Nancy, in my understanding, she's a woman. I'm not saying she shouldn't respect her husband. Neither she should or she shouldn't be submissive. But she should realize that the moment she's convinced by her husband to take this very first money, it would be easier if another higher amount of money comes. You understand me?
Yeah. Yeah.
The husband will still convince her. So she shouldn't be intimidated because what you do frequently becomes your frequency. Thank you.
What you do frequently, oh my God. Thank you. These days, hey, another levels. Thank you very much. Yes. I'm the gentleman here.
All right.
Is it also a wise saying or is
Good evening.
hello?
So, Miss Nance, what I can say is from the doctor and then Reverend, all the advice they've given her, she shouldn't go in for it, if I may say so. So the next thing will have to be how she's going to live with the husband, because the husband might use this against her.
Yes.
Maybe if not because of you, by this time we'll have been $75,000 richer.
Rich.
I could have done this and that for you much better. So don't bring yourself. So small problem, the husband might refer to
All
the
the
offer
time.
that she didn't take. So I just hope that she gets a counselor, someone she can confide in, who always makes sure that she's strong, whatever the weather.
Wonderful. Thank you. Tonight, I'm loving the gentlemen because they are loving on this young lady, and that's very positive. So if you are watching us and you're looking at forcing or imposing, your will on your family members, your little siblings, and all of that to surrogate for you, this is a life lesson. My dear.
Thank you, Miss Nancy. This whole, understanding or decision of not giving birth at that moment was because of financial,
Yes.
issues. And sometimes too, since we believe in miracles, this can be a breakthrough or, a miraculous to me. Yeah, because...
Oh, dear, Sikana.
No, Miss Nancy.
Thank you very
Sikaya
much.
Adeye.
Clap for the Sikana boy. Now, Doc, this brings me to the place of a new era of gentlemen in Ghana do not want to sweat anymore. There are young men, healthy young men, educated young men who do not want to be financially responsible for themselves, nor their women, nor their children, and they are turning their women into men. These women are working corporate 8 to 5. She's doing online selling. She's learning how to make soap. Like, the women are overwhelmed in the society at the moment because the men want money. They do not like the responsibility of being, a family man, and they just want to be looking good and walking about Accra. You are a man, a Muslim man, I believe.
Yes, I am.
What do you tell your brothers? Because you're bro.
It's very unfortunate, but that's what we see nowadays.
How?
Even the young men now, you see them even looking up to older women because they think they are already well established. or probably maybe very selective.
How did we come to a place where men are comfortable taking money from women?
Yeah, but that's what the situation is now. It's very unfortunate. But from the Islamic point of view, okay, before you marry, you are even expected to be doing something. Yeah, yes. Bringing in some economic means and whoever you're going to marry, that woman is seen to be under protection of the father. Father's supposed to provide the housing for her, food, clothing, and everything. So once you are bringing that woman under
your roof,
you're expected to provide the shelter, provide the money and everything, food and everything. Yeah. The woman is not even expected to work. It's a plus if she's working and supporting you. Even if she's making gains, according to Islamic doctrines, even your woman, you are fortunate to have a very industrious woman for a wife. She's wealthier than you are or richer than you are. The little you have, you are still supposed to be giving her chop money.
Good.
The little you have, even, no matter how significant it is, if it's making millions, thousands of cedis, and you're even giving 300, 500,000 cedis per week or pay, that money should still be good. That shows the level of responsibility you're supposed to take up. So you're not expected to, as a man, walk around and look for women and be exploiting them. But that's what happened, unfortunately. The men work like, excuse my choice of words, to bring men. They use them for all sorts of things, a form of exploitation.
Very sad.
Unfortunately, our fathers and forefathers were not doing this. Our fathers and forefathers
were men indeed.
Were men. They toiled. They worked so hard. Technology didn't help us.
My father is a taxi driver outside of Ghana. He used driving a taxi to take care of all 4 children. By God's grace, we are all doing very well now.
And they take so much pride in that.
And he doesn't even ask us for anything.
Yeah.
My father was a man indeed. And you're going about seeing young men. Strong men who cannot put food on the table.
Yeah.
You see, but let me also say something for the men a little bit. Ghana is not easy. So cut the coat according to your size. How do you say it? Uni veranda yenye. So relax. It is not a race. Life is not a race. Yeah. Relax. You know, when you are ready, don't look at your friend, don't look at this, don't look at the $175,000. If I was the lady, because the marriage, anything can happen.
Yes.
Get something, you can buy a place in Transaco. But you see, what is so unfortunate is they will get somebody very poor, as Doctor was saying, in these slums, and convince them, take them and give them small money. You get, and even carrying a child, there's no guarantee that after 9 months you have that child. So even if maybe Yakasakanu went here, take a lawyer, sit down. I'm taking my $200,000, $300,000 because it's your body.
It should be worth more. It should be worth more. We're wrapping up the conversation, and Doc, I need you to speak to people that want to go into surrogacy and point out a few things that they need to look at, and then I would also have Osofo wrap it up for us.
Okay, to start with, there's one thing I want to chip in. Okay, the monetary aspect, it only comes in as a form of compensation.
Yeah.
And not being paid for rent in quotes.
Okay.
That would be a little unethical. So
okay.
It varies from one place to the other.
Yes.
You would be very generous enough to probably be a surrogate for your own biological sister. You will not charge anything for a friend.
Of course.
So some may even do for free.
Of course.
Some may do for just maybe 300,000, or some may do for more. So it's not something that, but in the end, whoever is going to be the surrogate mother and who is going to be the prospective mother or should probably have an agreement. This is what we are accepting. But it's a compensation. It's no money payment, so to say. Yeah. And for those going to surrogacy, it's not a bad thing, okay? But a lot of factors come into play. Put medical aspect aside. Catholic, for instance, are against. Some
the Catholics are against surrogacy.
Catholics.
Oh, I never knew that.
Some Protestants probably, even when it comes to Islam, the Sunni doctrine is against surrogacy.
Okay.
But the Shiites, they encourage
they allow.
those, they allow.
Yeah.
They encourage, they allow. So medically, you are submitting yourself. Whenever there's pregnancy, there are 2 lives at stake.
At stake.
So managing pregnant women is not like managing ordinary people. Okay. The risks from the very day it takes it to the day you deliver and beyond. And surrogacy is not like a 9-month thing where, okay, I'm carrying child for 9 months, that sense. The effect may take up to 1.5 years. You expose a lot of injections, change your hormones, prime you. So you deliver. At the point of delivery, risks of even getting CS, the surgery to your body will never be the same again. Okay, you may recover, but the strength of the wound is not like that of the uncut wound.
Of course.
That said, beyond delivery, there's a period of period that your body has to average 6 weeks. You have to come back to your shape and all that. Medical conditions, stress, psychological issues, depression and all that. So it's something you should be prepared psychologically for and physically and mentally for. If you think you need it, you want to go for it, fine. But it shouldn't be being ordered or something against your will.
Yes.
Yeah, so even in this marriage setting, it's very unfortunate the husband is pushing for this. It's not thinking about the woman. It's just thinking about what to get.
Yeah.
But she should be able to say no. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Also for your last words as we wrap up this episode.
I have 2 advice for the lady. 2 advice. If she had if she already had children, this would have been a cool $300,000, $400,000 deal. Cool deal. If you have 3 kids already, and you think that you want to help a family, you don't want to have any more kids. This would have been the best.
Way to make money.
The best way, especially when it's family, and you just want to help out. Especially not everybody that can have kids. And we understand their pain. I know people that they couldn't have kids, they have adopted, and sometimes it's very painful.
Yeah.
You see, but you should not, now you don't have any child at all. You don't have any. People go to the ward and lose their wombs, and I was there, Kolebu, the last time I was in Ghana, a lady, the doctor said to me, it was a church. They said, we have to take out the womb because the next time she gives birth, she will die.
Yeah.
So I advise you, have your own children, have your own child.
Before
you get into that. And also money. You see, if you're a Christian, you cannot serve God and money. And as a husband, your wife is more valuable than the money, and there are seasons of life. It doesn't matter if you're going through a hard season, it's not going to be like that forever. So you understand that if today is Wednesday, tomorrow will be Thursday. If we are in the afternoon, the night will come and morning will come. So there'll be better days. Don't take shortcut, because shortcut will cut you short.
Shortcuts will cut you short. And if you are watching this episode and you're thinking, oh, I'm young and I am vibrant and healthy and I want to get into the surrogacy business, understand the risks that are involved. And if you're going to force your sister or your family member to do it for you, understand this as well. I'm glad that we get to have such informative conversations on Confessions. Same time next week, we'll come to you again with Confessions on TV3, brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. I am Miss Nancy.